man. Nah, what's good, Sauce Walker? It's been like a whole year, man.
Yeah, the kid, I did. I'm Twinz.
Straight up. Now, we're going to take it all the way back because I never really got a full interview with you. You know what I'm saying? I got a vlog. I got a South by Southwest vlog, but I never really got an up-and-close interview with you. Now, let's take it back to when it was...
This is a historical moment right here.
Classic.
This South history then. Gonna be what South history lesson.
Straight up. Now, let's take it back to the A-Walk, because a lot of videos are going around when you was rapping and you took a trip to I think like Mexico, and then it's like little, videos going around before you were Sauce Walker. Take it back to when you was young. How old were you when you like started rapping?
A-Walk, that was back in when I was a teenager, from the ages of I'd probably say 13, 14 is when I really started getting popular for being a rapper just in Houston, young, you know what I'm saying? We had our own little gang, our own blood set in Houston, like the original blood set that me and my circle started, you know what I'm saying? 102 Paru, you know what I'm saying? We between my set and my clique, you know what I'm saying? My original, like how the South is, I had another group, a clique, you know what I'm saying? A family that was real known in Houston. We called Mash Mode, you know what I'm saying? Right, you can look it up, it's on YouTube, people, that's, you know what I'm saying? This legendary gang in Houston, you know what I'm saying? Mash Mode, Texas, man, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I came from. That was my original aura. That was my original foundation, my original background, you know what I'm saying, with my blood set and my clique, you know what I'm saying, Mash Mode Mob Stars. And when I was A-Walk, I was known for guns. That's all I was known for. I was known for dressing good and shooting guns, shooting at people, how everybody growed up, Houston is a place, you know what I'm saying, you a hustler or you a jacker, you know what I'm saying, that's my city, before we came out and before we, you know what I'm saying, introduced the South way of living in Houston, is either you was selling dope or you robbing, you feel me? So what made me and my group different when I was A-Walk was that we weren't trying to jack nobody for nothing, and we wasn't really trying to do too much hustling. All we wanted was respect. It was just all about respecting my group, respecting my family, respecting my mob, respecting us, whether that come with fighting, shooting, whatever go with it. That's we just like to go to parties, be the best dressed in the building, you know what I'm saying, make whatever little money we make throughout the week, but really we just want to go to the parties, be dressed the best, beat everybody up, and whoever want to shoot, we want to air it out.
Right, now there is documents of you going to jail because of a shooting at an event. I think it was probably Trade Day or something. Yeah. How old were you when that happened?
I was 19.
Okay.
I was 19 when that happened. And like I said, that was just another scenario, another case of just the lifestyle I was really living, not just rapping about it. So I'm saying all that to say because that was the thing that made A-Walk special that for the time of me being that artist, that rapper, that when I was a boy, so special because everything that I rapped about it, everything that I spoke on in my videos and stuff like that, Houston knew that was the truth. When I was 15, 16, 17, I was real popular and real known. My game, me, myself, A-Walk, I was known for being a firecracker. I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna shoot, I'm gonna do all that. And then when I rapped about it good. This was the time where lyrics really mattered. The Dipset era, the Lil Wayne era, all of that. So at that time, I used to battle rap and stuff too for fun. I would battle rap just because I was funny. I'm funny right now. I would like to rank on people's jokes and all that type of shit when I rap. So I did that too, and I shot videos, and like I said, I became big in the city young as A-Walk.
Yeah.
A-Walk from Mash Mode, and I had a lot of nicknames then. People called me, my last name Walka, you feel me? A-Walk comes from my name Albert Walker, you feel me? So people will call me Skywalker, like Luke Skywalker from Star Wars, cause like people just say like I stay high, I stay fly, like you Luke Skywalker, you feel me? So I just started running with that, and you know, eventually the streets caught up with me then, and it fucked up my young rap career, cause like I said, I was flourishing doing videos, I was gaining plays. This when MySpace was the #1 social media circuit, and YouTube was like, you feel me, the original YouTube. So you pulled 1 million views or 60, 70,000 views on YouTube 7 years ago.
That was a big deal.
Right, you feel me? So I got videos, like you said, you researched, seen some of them. I was pulling 30, 40,000 views in middle school, high school.
Did you graduate high school on time?
Yeah, I graduated, but I really paid for my high school diploma. I really got kicked out of my district. You know what I'm saying? I got kicked out of 2 school districts. You know what I'm saying?
When you say pay, what you mean by pay? You was paying the teachers to pass you?
Nah. I had to pay like $1,600 to go to a special academy school called Second Chance. It's like it's a second chance academy for like people who didn't get a chance to make it through high school, family issues, got expelled, kicked out, behavioral problems, shit like that. So I was a behavioral problem, and it ended up working out for me because basically I got banned from 2 school districts when I was 16 years old. So it was like I couldn't go to HISD school district, I couldn't go to Fort Bend school district, and they're like the 2 main school districts in Houston. But because of my gang representation, like our gang, like we was real known, like we just like was a part of a lot of riots and fights and shootings at school, just a lot of wild, dumb, ignorant young shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's what I was into. I wasn't into making money. We was into being infamous. That was what I grew up being, and I rapped about it. So when eventually the last case you talking about, like, is like basically like when the streets like first started catching up to me, like to what it really damaged the way I was living and what I was trying to do. It really just fucked up my whole life for 360. When first my parents' house got shot up, you know what I'm saying? When my daddy's house got shot up due to like some shit I had going on in the streets or whatever, and my stepmom and my stepbrother was in the house. So there was like some real traumatizing shit for me and my family, and I went nuts after that. Like I lost my mind. I just started doing whatever, blowing niggas' cars up, just all type of just crazy shit. And the war went on until like I said, I got 19, and like the Detroit incident happened, and that was like kind of like one of the climaxes of that whole era of my life. Cause I caught a big case. I was on CNN News, goddamn Fox 26, goddamn Yahoo. Like the main. That's how my daddy brought, you feel me, that case you talking about to the trap house that I was in. Cause I had already like moved out of my house and I lived with them after I got that house shot up. Like that shit was over with. And I got like 16, 17, and I was out in the streets like hard at that point, like living out and all that, getting money, doing all that thing, whatever.
Right.
And,
So when you graduated school, did you go to get a 9 to 5? What did you do when you graduated?
I've never had a job in my life.
Never.
The only job I ever had was like working for my daddy, selling barbecue with him on some.
How old were you when you were selling barbecue?
14.
Okay, so 19, you graduated.
Never had no job, never filled out no job application, and worked for nobody and filled out a check. None of that. When I graduated high school, I was in the streets. You know? I knew I was gonna be a star. I always knew I was gonna be a rapper too, but at the same time, like I kind of, you know, I didn't care about being a rapper a little bit too, because I was in the streets, so I was really kind of dedicated to it. Like, I was dedicated to the violence, I was dedicated to what was going on, and really that was more important than my education, or like me getting past high school.
Graduate high school, what were some ways Sauce Walka was making money?
I mean, you know, I did a little hustling and stuff like that when I was younger, like first, selling weed, little stuff like that. But like I said, I really didn't care about hustling like that. That really wasn't my thing. Like, I never really was a trapper. Like, I would do it. Like, I sold crack, all that, cook crack, everything. But like I said, I never was really into it. Like, some of my partners was, but that shit really wasn't for me. But I always, like, had a lot of girls, you know. I always been, like, fly, you know what I'm saying? I always been attractive to girls, handsome, you know what I'm saying, smiling, charming. So, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I was just trying to figure, you know what I'm saying, find my way, you feel me, figure it out. And, you know, strip clubs was a big thing in Houston at that time, you know, the older Houston, like Harlem Nights and Platinum City and High Rollers and, you know, Dreams, you know, the clubs that inspired V-Live. You know what I'm saying? The Houston culture that created V-Live. That's the biggest strip clubs ever, especially in black culture as far as right now. Talked about, I had money before I was a famous rapper or a success or a celebrity artist or, you know, an icon artist in my age and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, rapping it's a talent that I have and it's a blessing that I have, and I also feel like it's a duty and a job that I have to do because I'm a real Houstonian. Like I'm born and raised Houston, Texas. Born out the DJ Screw era. Like I'm a person I'm a direct. You know, I'm a direct, you feel me? How would you say that? I'm a direct, I'm an example of that. Like I'm Houston. I come from here and I care about it. So I can't be the person to have an opinion about my city and what my city going through musically and how people from out of town view my city. Like, you from Philadelphia and you from Dallas too. So I was one of the people that fucked up about it when I'm in a room with people from out of town and they feel like people from Texas country, or people from Texas don't got money, or people from Texas don't know what fashion is, or people from, you know what I'm saying? I was the person that had an opinion about that. So at the end of the day, it's like, who am I to have an opinion about it if I'm not gonna do nothing about it? So, and then on top of it, it's like, I know I rap good, I know I dress good, I know I really get money, I know everything that I talk about and rap about is gonna be the truth. So when people see me and when people discover me and they discover that I'm Houston and I'm a perfect example and representation of what my city and what my state is all about, then now you gotta respect my city and respect where I'm come from and appreciate it. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense to me not to do it, and I can. Right. But I'm not the person that I rap to survive, or I rap to, you know what I'm saying, to feed myself and to, you know what I'm saying, to be a man, to have money and to have a successful lifestyle, to be able to take care of my family. I was already doing that before rapping was paying me. I was already doing it like comfortably.
Right. How much money do you think you hustled up before rap?
See, before I was a rapper, I touched well over $200,000 before I was a rapper. I probably didn't have it all at one time, but before I was a rapper, I was big Benz, CLS 500 Benz, 2 condos, the 3-story house with the garages, 3 bedrooms. I remember 22, 23 years old, something like that. 22 years old. And I had actually, I'm tripping, I had a Benz, a BMW, and a small, one of them little Benzes too, the little C-Class. I had the S-Class, the CLS 500. I had a BMW 5 Series and a C, like a C350 or something like that. All of them, if it was 2013, 2013, what you say, 13?
14.
If it was 13, 14, all them cars was like 2010s. For shit show. All them cars at least 2010, 2011.